Is Mark Vinyls, another day, another live, and I am with.
Ooh, your boy is Sean Voyage, baby, aka Superstar. Sexy Exy, man. Another day, another hunt.
So, some of you guys might have seen the live we did last Wednesday called Wisdom Wednesday. I've been speaking to Sean a lot off air, and we're going to be doing this once a week. It might change some days what day of the week, but me and him will be a regular conversation we have. So make sure you're subscribed to him. I have that right there. We want to show him some love just as much as you guys show me love. Oops. Okay. So with that being said, chat, we'll see how everyone's doing. There's no poll today because when I do the lives with another account, it doesn't let me. But I want to kind of see how everybody's day is going, connect with the chat, and we'll kind of go from there.
Yo.
Man. Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing today? We got the UK in the building. Yes, sir. And if you guys are not, if you haven't liked the stream yet, there's 3 dots right up here on your screen. Click that, hit the like, and it's all good. Good, brother. Everything's good, man. Can't complain. Another day, another live, and just excited for the opportunity to take it each day at a time and continue to grow. And that's really it. What about you, Sean? How was your day? Anything eventful?
Oh, shoot. I was chilling out, man. Made a couple runs, a little bit of road running, chilling under this AC, getting ready for this stream. Uh, making hard decisions. Making hard decisions today. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna keep one of my part-time jobs or not. So I'm kind of on the fence. Is it worth the money, or is it worth me actually like being able to rest another day, another night, jump on Red Dead
So,
Redemption, watch
so
a movie?
let's expand on that a little bit because I want the people that are joining these streams, whether they're new or not, I want them to know the people that I'm affiliated with, the people that I support and that support me. That's a big part of this. It's building that team, that camaraderie along with the community. So you were saying deciding if you were going to keep that job or not. Why don't you give them a little insight, I guess, as to you're a hustler, right? You're someone that goes and gets it and will do it by any means. If that's working 5 jobs, you'll work 5 jobs. Just kind of get into the thought process of what that's like and like what you use to keep going. What is that fire that keeps that fuel for someone like yourself?
Ah, shit. So good question, Marco. Ever since I was working age, I guess I was hustling a couple jobs and school. Going to Naugatuck Valley, working at Friendly's, working at the Macy's Bloomingdale warehouse, and one thing I can tell you is for the extra money, it's always worth it. It's always worth the extra money to make sure you got some money for food, to make sure you got some money for the weekend, to make sure you got some money to promote your music. Go shopping, get fly. Hello from Poland. What's happening,
Shout out to Poland. Um, it seems that we have a bunch of new people that might have just came in here. So let me just pause that for a second and just do a quick segue. Guys, my name is Mark Vinyls. I have a Sean Voyage with me. I have a mission here on YouTube to go live every single day. I'm an artist with over 297 songs on all platforms.
Ooh,
Sean is
sweet.
also an artist with uh, an assortment of music as well. So if you kind of like the conversation we're having, I simply say consider subscribing. We're doing this every day. Some days I'll have different people on, but come be a part of history. We're trying to be the first artist to do this on YouTube Live. So shout out to everybody in here. I appreciate you. Chucho, I'm here. How can I be a part of this? By subscribing. Simply just by subscribing and joining these lives every day. We're trying to build a community day by day, brick by brick. Good day, bad day, we're on live. That's one thing you can count on, and it's just consistency and finding new ways to connect with you guys and improve this. Sean, any additions there?
Oh yeah, but I mean, as long as I've been working multiple jobs and pursuing my passions, one thing I can tell everyone to please be aware of is burnout. Beware of burnout. There's such thing as doing too much. There's such thing as working too much. There's such thing as not getting enough rest.
Yeah.
And when you start missing out on rest, missing out on quality time, speaking to friends, going live, watching a
What's
movie,
up? What's up,
rejuvenating the
Jay?
body. That's when you know it's time to take a little step back. So we play it by ear, man. Like I said, having extra money is nice to take a flight, take your lady out to dinner, uh, go shopping, like I said. But you also got to think about the soul too, man.
As somebody, I mean, I want to where are you guys from? I thought I said girls. We're both from Connecticut in the U.S. We're about an hour away. He's a little bit farther from New York City, so that gives you a little idea of where we're at. English or Spanish, both. I see it in all these lives. I'm gonna say both. Okay. Shout out to all my Spanish speaking people and all my English speaking people. We can go live in the future if you're interested. Hashtag spread the message. For sure, brother. Just reach out to me on Instagram or one of those platforms, and we'll see. Cool, I'm from Italy. Well, I'm Italian myself, so much love to Italy. And if you guys like the things we're saying, consider subscribing, checking out the music. Um, that's really it. I'm not here to tell you guys what to do, what to think. We're just sharing ourselves, pieces of ourselves. And if you like that and like the music we play, come be a part of this. We're going live every day. We're not going to stop. We're going to outwork the competition. And most importantly, me and Ashawn are going to stand on real. And that's just living our truth, being as authentic as we can, and calling out all the phonies in the process.
Hmm.
Much love to Houston. Shout out H Town. Um, no, I don't speak Italian, unfortunately, brother. I wish I did. Maybe you can help me. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to go off of what you said about burnout, right? As somebody who released a song a year twice, uh, I built up an audience, built up a community, built up a streams, and all of that, all the stuff you could want for. But I was burnt out at the end of the day. So the last couple of years, my consistency went from like here to here, just because it was just so much focus on I got to get this out, I got to get this out, and then you kind of lose the why. And whenever I feel like I'm being misguided or I'm not doing it for the right reasons, I'm gonna step back, look around, maybe go on a couple side quests, and then come back when I'm operating from a point of truth and authenticity. So now we're back. That's why we're doing the lives every day. It took a little life experience, a little living, a little heartache, and we're back. So
I just wanted to chime in. You said a song a year for 2 years. You dropped a song a week
song a week. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, song a week.
for a year,
Yeah.
twice.
Yep, forgive me running off zero sleep these last couple days. But guys, if you're in this stream, there's three dots up here. Simply consider, not even consider, just smash that like button. Lets us know you're in here, you're engaged. Come on, man, you're doing great. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Well, if you are new here, we welcome you to the community. Make sure you subscribe because we're doing this every day. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop. X, Mr. Ashawn Voyage. Why don't you tell them your why as to why you chose a life of entertainment, pursuing music, and just overall creative endeavors? What is it that speaks to your soul that makes you so drawn to it?
Oh goodness. I mean, the just the ability to break out into freestyle no matter where I'm at, whether I'm at work, on the toilet, driving a car, in the shower.
Hmm.
Definitely with, I'm saying, people who share my talents like Mark Rhinos here, everybody. And it's when it's in you, it's in you. I've always gotten inklings, I've gotten signs from God, signs from the universe that I was born to entertain. The way my brain works.
Yeah.
Off the strength of personality and charisma, just soaking up all that entertainment over the years too, watching the greats do it. I grew up watching MTV, BET, going to circuses, seeing concerts, watching magic shows, all types of entertainment, man. And I've always admired the appeal. I've always admired the grasp that entertainers have on their audiences, and besides the grasp, the positive influence. I mean, how many people here can agree? You go see one of your favorite artists perform in concert live, and you just leave feeling like you just experienced something totally new that day, so totally new that night. You feel refreshed. You feel informed. You
Yeah.
feel energized. You feel humbled.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what I've always loved. I've always loved that element right there of entertainment.
Yeah, uh, I think it's a feeling that we might not even be evolved enough to properly describe. When your spirit, your soul, your body, whatever you want to call it, feels drawn to it, that's how you know it's your purpose.
Yeah,
And that goes for anything, drawing, playing a sport, finance, whatever it is that you just feel like, hey, this does something to me. It's like getting bit by the love bug, right? When you feel that, you know it and you never want to let it go. So it doesn't matter what life throws at you. I think you can say the same as we're always guided back to this. And when you support artists like us, you're supporting people that really need this to survive. Like it's oxygen for us. We live our music. Um, and I don't care if it takes another 10 years, I don't want it to, but I just know, regardless of what happens, I'm doing this for the rest of my life, and nobody can take that away. And I think you probably feel the same way without putting words in your mouth. These visions in my head, not everyone else, everyone around me trying to knock me because they don't see what I see. And good, man, they're not supposed to see what you see. That's why it's your dream and your vision.
yeah,
Got to recognize that it's going to be a tough road and a long road, but if you really love it, you signed up for that. And the world doesn't care about your loneliness, as Mac Miller once said, right? Like you gotta make other people believers, right? And I started with nothing, 0 subscribers, and I had people from all over the world showing love, listening to music, and they come in these streams every day. um, that's because they know that I believe in it. If you want other people to believe in you and what you got and your dream, you gotta seem that you have an unwavering confidence that, hey, it might be a little bit delusional, but I see something here. And that's the point of having faith and believing in a higher power. It's believing in things that you can't make me see, but you feel it.
yeah.
So that's my advice to that. Sorry guys, I need to go to bed. In Italy it's 1:59 a.m. Hey brother, thank you for coming in today. If you were new, another live tomorrow. I'll try and do them a little bit earlier too for the people that are overseas. I hope to see you in more streams, and go check out the music, brother. Have a good night.
Beautifully said, by the way, Mark Vinyls. That's where it's at right there. You didn't put any words in my mouth at all. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm living. That's what I'm breathing. At this point in my career, too, I write songs not just for myself, not for the radio. I write it for us, the people. I'm talking about the human experience. Um, Real things I've went through, experienced places I've seen, been to, enjoyed myself at, people that I love and have influenced me and have been integral parts of my life.
Yeah, and I think it's just never giving up, man. Like what's there's a quote, I forget it, so I'll paraphrase it, but it's like the only people that didn't achieve are the people that gave up,
Yeah.
because eventually, if you keep going, some breakthrough's gonna happen.
Hmm.
Now, that's not to say not everyone can be an artist, and I think that's something else we need to talk about. As far as I always encourage people to follow their dreams, put your 10,000 hours in, like really get in the studio or whatever it is, and really try and improve. But like, you can't make someone a great singer. They either are or they're not. So if
Yeah.
after your 10,000 hours are put in, and if you still haven't developed a knack for making music, maybe it's not your calling. Maybe writing music is, or maybe managing other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but I do say if you really love it the way people say they do, okay, go put your 10,000 hours in and then come back to me after that, right? And then we could see what you got. But can't give up on it while you're trying to put that 10,000 hours in. Once you've completed that, if it worked, if it didn't, it doesn't matter. You just showed yourself that you were dedicated to something for that amount of time with an unwavering self belief. That the lesson is right there. Whether you made a hit song or you got your voice better or not, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But I think not everyone can be that. But go put your 10,000 hours in and then come back, and then you can assess it from more of a clear lens, if that makes sense. Because first couple of songs, maybe even 20 songs in, lens is still a little bit foggy. You know, you're not going to know what you really have until you've been doing it for years. Some people get lucky, but that's not reality. Most people's climb is years and years and years, like you and me, underground, doing it from the bedroom type thing. And I wouldn't want it any other way. You know, if we blew up years ago right away, like A, there's no value in that. B, we weren't ready. And then C, it's just like, and then everyone gets to call you an overnight success. Like, no, I'm proud of the 300 songs that we put out. You know, I'm proud of starting at looking at 1,000 views is a lot, and then getting to 1 million, and then trying to get to 10 million. Like it's the climb, it's the journey. You fall in love with that. Give me some criticism. Listen to one of my songs. We don't react to songs on this channel live. For the main reason because this is not a reaction channel. This is not a channel for other artists. We will speak to other artists and give advice that's worked for us, but this is our brands, and that's what we're pushing here, along with some of our life stories and the beliefs we have. Um, but that's not the point of this channel, and it's no disrespect to you and your art, but that's not what we're doing here. You got something to say, Sean?
Yeah, no, this channel isn't quite a music review channel, but that's definitely something Mark Vinyls and I can talk about in the future as we do these streams. Maybe if people donate to the channel, that we can start getting some music reviews in, just so we can squeeze other people in. Well, not squeeze other people in, but just like squeeze in other segments of what we're doing here. Because, like what Mark Vinyl said, we're really just trying to stick on the message here rather than playing music. The music review channels are cool though.
I would ask, how can you do a music video with a budget? Well, I'll tell you something. We shot a whole music video on my channel called Blue Beamer off an iPhone. Um, Video's fire. So you don't really need great equipment. I've made my biggest songs on GarageBand and a $150 mic. It's about maximizing with what you have. You might not be able to afford that $10,000 video because that's really what they cost minimum, like real major budget music videos. You might not be able to afford a $500 video, but for $100 and an iPhone, you could film it all yourself, or go invest in a cheap camera and pay someone on Fiverr to edit it or find an editor. Um,
Yeah,
the thing is, if the music is good, it will carry even a music video that's not good.
yeah,
I've always believed that. That's why you see videos from artists that are now legends today. Back in the day, terrible music video, songs great, carries it. Focus on making good music, and if you have that, just do the visual. Don't worry about it. As time goes on, you'll work your way up to better quality.
totally agreed. You can check my channel out. My song "Kicking My Ass," me and S Clive and I. That was all filmed on an iPhone as well. He edited himself. He put some cool edits in there, but other than that, we didn't have any high tech stuff going on. We just used the camera in our heads, put them together, and we came out with a music video. And 1,000,000%, just like Mr. Vinyls told y'all, let the song do the talking. The visual is an addition. The visual is a nice add-on to that, but let the song do the talking. Let the music do the talking.
Bacon, what's going on, man? Welcome back, bro. We've been going live every day on YouTube. We've had some really successful streams, um, and we're trying to do it around the same time every day. So we're just spreading the word, bro. We're spreading the word of I'm going live every day. We're gonna build this up, and then I'm gonna start putting out. I'm just gonna start firing with songs, videos, vlogs, whatever it is. Um, so it's great to see new faces in here. It's great to see old faces in here. It just means what we've built here. There's something at its core, and that's what I'm focused on. You know, we might have 4 people in here, but I want to focus on that and strengthen the bond with those. So on the next one, when there might be 20, those same 4, they feel real tapped in. I want you guys to connect with us as people, because then it adds to the music. It takes another element. When you like an artist as a person, you're more willing to be like, all right, let me really like check out all the music. And that's what it's about. It's connection here. So I know it's late for you, Bacon. I'm gonna try and do some streams throughout the week since we're going live every day. A little earlier. Just try different times. We're gonna keep trying new stuff out. But if you are new in here and you're not subscribed, what do we say, Sean?
Click that button. Click the link and subscribe, man. Lock in with us for life. We got you.
If you want to support people that really are just on a grind and they're gonna do it every day until something happens, and you enjoy the things we're saying and music we're playing, I simply say consider subscribing. We're doing this every day. It's not going to stop. So I appreciate everybody in here. Chat, what's going on? If you guys got a question for us, I know we have an artist in here who's been asking a lot of questions based on music. What else do you guys might have questions on? MV seasons every season. You already know, my boy. I appreciate you. That is a slogan around here.
That's
Can
tough.
I see? We don't have any sponsors yet, but I'm going to use this chapstick, and we're not going to show the logo.
Bacon's a real one, man. He already knows MV seasons every
Yeah,
season.
Bacon's been supporting for years, man. He's in the Discord as well, so I believe he's in the Discord. Yeah, he's in the Discord. He's a mod on the channel. Anyone that you see that's a mod that comes in here has been supporting for, I think, a minimum of 5 years. So that's the importance of building a community. I like to give back to the people that, and that's not to say there might not be some new mods that are joining these lives all the time. Like we're gonna focus on the people that are really supporting and try and give back in any way that we can. So guys, if you haven't liked the stream, it's free. It costs nothing. There's three dots up here. Just click that and hit the like button for us. It lets us know you're in here and you're engaged.
Talk to us. What's happening in chat? They don't call it the chat for nothing. Chat with us. Where the chatterbox is at. Tell us how your week's been. We could chat about that. Yeah.
Bacon with the dono. Appreciate you, brother. That's love, man. Appreciate you, bro. That's
Couple
the guy right
pounds.
there.
Something I was thinking is just we are in, I'd say, just about the height of summertime now. It's almost July.
Well, summer hasn't started, has it? Is it
Yeah,
technically?
it's summer.
When did summer? When did that happen? What day was that?
Oh goodness, now you're getting me. Jamie, can you pull that up? Joe Rogan joke.
It starts June 20th. We are not in summer yet.
You're kidding me.
It starts in 2 days on Thursday. I didn't think we were, man. No, it's usually like 3 weeks into June. So we are technically in spring, which seems ridiculous to even say. It is, it is summer, but like if we were to technically call it, we're in spring for another, 36 hours.
Hmm.
Hi, Gavin. Welcome back. Bacon said, how have y'all been? Been great, man. 21st of May. No, you were close. Well, not really. About a month off. Thank you for joining back. Guys, if you are just joining today's stream, make sure there's three dots up here. Click that. Hit the like button on the stream. And if you're not subscribed, we're going live every day. We're trying to be the first artist on this platform to do it through lives on YouTube. So you guys subbing, uh, participating in the chat, connecting with me, listening to the music. It helps so much. And we just hope to provide some value to you. All my about spreading the message. I got a voice because everyone got a chapter they don't read out loud. Yes, sir. I'm going to get mine and we'll do something in the future for sure. I like what y'all stand about. Spread the message. Appreciate that,
That,
man. Love,
that was
man.
deep.
Just
I
trying to
like
stand
that.
on real. That's all.
I like that. I'm almost better. I got a voice because everyone got a chapter they don't read out loud. Yeah. I do feel you, bro. That's tough.
That's a bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bar. Um, Yeah, chat. What's going on, man? What's going on? Is this our second or third live we've done together now?
You and I, this is our second.
This is number two.
Mhm.
Okay. This is week number two. We'll see where we're at 30 weeks in. that consistency, that people seeing it, and like, because something like this could formulate into a real podcast with like a studio, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, my lives, I like to connect with the fans, push them onto the music, but I think even the conversations we have, some of the stories and information we can give to people is definitely worth noting. I humbly add.
Hmm.
What hell been going on? Physical health type shit. I don't know what you mean by that, brother. I'm not really sure. Um, I'm not sure what you mean, Bacon. And forgive me if maybe my level of intellect isn't quite there yet.
Well, he said physical health type shit. So we've been in the gym. We've been in the gym. I was just eating some fruit today.
Yeah, I've been in the gym. I mean, I took taken a little time off, but over the winter, I was probably going the hardest I've ever been, and I think life's about balance, right? Like, it's not just doing these lives every day. There's so many other aspects to being a human that you need to make sure all the plants are getting watered,
Yeah.
right? And whichever one grows first, who cares? The other ones will grow when it's time, but water all those aspects. Well, heart problems running my fam. Oh, he's talking about himself. Um,
Well, hell been going. I think he's saying he's been going through hell. Physical
oh, I
health.
read that wrong.
Now
Okay.
I understand what's going on here. Been to
I'm
the
sorry to
doctor
hear that, man.
every other week for 3 months now for checkups.
Well, keep your head up, man. The one thing I'll say is I faced a multitude of injuries and stuff like not like that, but I have been someone who has been more prone to health issues in the past. What I will say is have a positive attitude no matter what. Do what's right for you and your body. And look, I might need some of this advice myself, right? But do what's right for you and your body. And most importantly, take care of your mind, because you can't expect your body to take care of itself if up here isn't good.
Right.
So one way you can do that is by joining these lives every day. Just kidding, man.
As Lauren Hill said, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? You know.
Yeah,
But Bacon, it don't take a CDL to keep on trucking, Playboy. Keep doing the good work. Uh, take care of your heart. Doctor's orders, whatever the doctor's ordered, take their advice. They're in a professional position for a reason, and like Mark Vinyl said, you take care of the mind, it's going to transcend to the body as well. It's going to transition over to the body.
yeah, 100%. What's going on, chat? If you're new here, my name is Mark Vinyls. I have a mission to go live every single day on this platform until we do it, and then the real work begins, right?
Mhm.
Then it really begins. But it starts with consistency. I want to be consistent for you guys, whether you're just getting home after a long day or you're just waking up. I don't know what part of the world you're in. There's one thing you can count on. That's me going live. That's Sean being on these streams minimum once a week, and that's new music from the both of us. So if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to me, and of course Ashan Voyage, which I'm going to post his channel for you guys, because it's not just about me here. If you guys support me, go support him. So and that's the point of bringing the people on. I'm going to be selective with who I bring on this. I'm not bringing people on just to bring them on. Like, I want to bring people on that I believe in, that I've rocked with for a while. Um, that is Ashan's YouTube, and of course, mine to sub is just there's like a button somewhere on your screen. It takes 2 seconds. If you don't like the music, okay, go find someone else. I'm not gonna take it personal, but we pride ourselves in versatility. I know Ashan does too, trying different sounds out. Speaking from the heart, and I think people, audiences, fans, supporters, whatever you want to call it, they can tell, they can feel people's words when they're genuine, and then, oh, that guy sounds like he's capping. So it's like, yeah, we might have some songs where we're turned up and we're flexing a little bit, but overall it's like, nah, like, we're trying to say something, we're trying to speak to the soul. So that's just how we're wired.
Hmm. Oh yeah, it kind of had it
Oh,
kind
I could do polls, bro. I've been bugging this whole time. You
was
want to do a
working.
poll?
Oh my bad, Mark. I'm reading Bacon's comments. Yeah, kind of had it coming though. Was working about 100 to 110 hour weeks. Yeah, just at the beginning of this live stream, we were talking about burnout. We were talking about burnout. The money may sound good, it may look good, it might buy a little extra pasta or pizza, but is it worth it? Is it worth your peace? And a wise person once told me, saving money goes a lot longer than making, you know, quick money. It depends what kind of money we're talking. If you're making a lot of money in a short amount of time, that could be more impactful than saving at times. But we're
Just
talking about working at your job, working multiple jobs, working one day a week somewhere, doing per diem stuff. Is it worth your peace? Is it worth your peace of mind? Is it worth
so,
your health? So,
Sean, I just figured out how to do a poll now. I have to do it
oh,
through the computer. I can't do it when I'm on the phone here, but I'll have it for the next one. But every day when we do these lives, we have a question of the day. And I'm going to ask you, simply also ask in the chat. So go vote. We got 6 people in here. Go vote on that. It's how do you operate as a person, right? From the mind, from the soul, from the heart. Um, for me, I'm from the soul, but I want to ask you that question first before I give my reasoning. How do you operate as a person, Mr. Voyage? From the mind, from the soul, or from the heart?
it's hard to pick just one because a lot of things are coming straight from the mind. Uh, when I do things out of love, that's coming from the heart. And you got to have a whole lot of soul to rock and roll. So if I could pick one out of all those right now, how do I operate as a person? Mm.
Like, look at it this way, right? Let me
From the
rephrase.
heart, 1000%. From the
Yeah,
heart.
like so when I'm asking that question, I'm asking like what do you most identify with? Obviously, at times you're going to apply different ways, right? How to operate. But overall, right, which one is the one that you're most drawn to? And you're saying from the heart.
Overall, I'm gonna say from the heart. So many things I've done out of love, with love. Uh, Sometimes even, for love. And they say you should do things out of love, not for love. That's a lesson learned if you ever been burnt on that. But love is one of the most powerful things humans have.
Yeah.
So when you're doing something from the heart, you're playing it smart, man.
I would say for me it's the soul. Um the heart's probably second, but just I'm just tapped in spiritually, always have been. I always reference God, a higher power.
Yeah,
The things I do, like, yeah, it might be from my heart, but it's really like my soul telling me. Like, if something disrupts my spirit, like, I'll go right my wrong, even if that person was wrong, because it's like it don't sit right within my spirit.
same.
So I try and walk around and be a beam of light as much as I can for others because I know what it's like to have your light dimmed. So therefore, I've just always operated from the soul, and the people that have supported me in my music, you can hear that, right? That's what shines through the most. I think you can hear on it. It's not the mind, and it's not the heart. It is the soul. So I also say that because they say that the big three in Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, right? Uh, Drake's the heart, Kendrick's the mind, and J. Cole's the soul. And I feel like everybody has a dog in that race. Out of those three, which one they go for the most? And I've always rocked with Cole the most out of that big three. So does that mean you rock with Drake the most out of that big three? If he's the heart and you're from the heart, or is he not your favorite dog in that race?
Me, out of those three, I'm probably like going off of who I have more of on my phone in my library. I'm gonna pick Drake, Drizzy, man. He
All
knows his
right.
way.
So, but that boils down to he's the one that is the heart out of those three, right? And you just
Yeah.
said you operate from the heart, so that means that's speaking to you,
Mhm.
right? So, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool to know.
At the same time, I love your explanation, Mr. Vinyls, Mark Vinyls, coming from the soul. When something, you like being a beacon of light, and when something shakes you to the soul, you got to right those wrongs, even if someone else was wrong about that. I can relate to that tenfold. Just I'd rather reconcile than, you know what I mean, just go on not feeling right spiritually, not feeling right spiritually. So that's heavy. That's heavy.
Well, that's what J. Cole said at the beginning before the Drake and Kendrick beef really materialized. He said, "Yo, I'm bowing out. This disrupts my spirit," and a lot of people were clowning him. Why did you do that? And I remember talking to a few of my boys and just being like, "Watch this decision age well. It might not make sense now." That's why that goes back to what that artist in here said earlier about like no one sees it. Good. No, J. Cole knew no one was gonna understand him in that moment, but he said, "Yo, this disrupts my soul. This disrupts my spirit. I'm out." And I related to that, and I was like, "Nah, it's gonna age well," and it has aged well because people are like, "Yo, makes sense now why J. Cole got out. This is getting messy." And he's just like, "Yo, that's not me. I'm not gonna do this. Like, I'm good. I don't need to do this. I don't need to prove anything, and it's gonna keep me up at night. It's gonna disrupt my peace, and anything that disrupts your peace, just stay away from, because then you're not going to operate, live in a happy, productive life. Your goals aren't gonna get achieved. So, I think for people who don't understand that when J. Cole did that, maybe might just simply lack what they need up here. They're not there yet, right?
Mm,
As someone that's recently arrived at some of those perspectives that J. Cole was sharing with the world, I understand that decision to be like, respectfully, I love Kendrick, I love Drake. I'm not for this. I know this is the nature of hip hop, but like, bro's like 37, right? He's a solidified legend. He's working on his next album, which he's been promoting for years. He's just like, look, respectfully, this was never my problem to begin with. Y'all handle this because y'all actually don't like each other, right?
right.
I'm cool. So, um,
Being true to
reasons
himself.
like that, where I've always identified more with him too, you know. So that's that. That's my whole rant on the J. Cole thing. But it really goes back to the poll. So, guys, the question is, how do you operate as a person? Um, from the mind, from the heart, from the soul. Sean, who you see on the right of your screen, he said from the heart. I, Mark Finals, said from the soul. And if you like these questions, these polls, these conversations, consider subscribing and checking out the music. And I'd hope to see you on more streams in the future. Sean, you want to do any segues? Any something to maybe ask the chat outside the poll? We'll just leave it up there.
uh hmm. Well, speaking of soul, what's soul food to you? What's something that you do? Talking to everybody in the chat, talking to you too, Mark Vinyls. What's something that you know is food for your soul? It makes you feel good down to the core. It lifts your spirits, and it just like it gets the engine burning, and it keeps it burning.
Gallo, what's up, Gallo? Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Is right up here. Click
Uh,
it, like. We're trying to hit 10 likes on the live today. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed live every day,
going
man.
on, brother? We love you, man.
Um, we food for the soul for me, man, is being in new places that I haven't been before, because not only does the child come out in me, that inner child, but it's also like it inspires me, and I know the music. I'm gonna go back immediately and make music, and I love exploring new places. I think it's something a lot of people like, right? Like just going somewhere new. It's like when you're driving around on a map in GTA or whatever, and you haven't driven over all the places, so they're still gray, and then it turns to a color because you've just driven. That's how I feel about new places, simply put, for all my gamer fans out there. So I think for me, food for the soul really is like hitting new spots with the people that I love, and getting content, and just kind of living life with no cares. So um yeah, what about the chat? It's a great question by Sean.
Thank you, Gallo. How do you feel about that question? What's soul food for you? What's food for your soul? Something you do, you like to do, you love to do, that always lifts your spirits and keeps your engine burning. Oh, oh, oh. We got an answer from Bacon.
Bacon says going on late night drives. I agree. That's a great place. Creating is always my soul food. Let's take it outside. You as another creative, right? Because I could have said that, and Sean could have said, making music. That's obvious, right? What outside of music for you, Gallo, is food for the soul? Just calms me down and just relaxes. Yeah, man. I think late night drives with the right tunes, like Late Night Ride by Mark Finals, is absolutely food for the soul.
That's
We
nice.
have 6 votes on this poll, and From the Soul is leading the way. And this being a community that I'm trying to really build something strong here, as the one who says he operates from the soul, I'm glad to see that's in the lead. From the Heart, Mister Ashan Voyage is dead last actually. So more people feel like they resonate with that soul aspect, which I love. So shout out to everyone who said that and anybody who voted on the poll. Experiencing sharing memories with people, if that makes sense. Like going on a trip, journey with someone. Yeah, that's great, Gal. You just took my answer and just said it in a different way. He says grounding. You are not your thoughts. Um, I'm not sure what that pertains to in this
I like that.
context.
Well, that pertains to the poll a little bit because you gave three options: your mind, your heart, and your soul. And when you're letting your mind lead you all the time, I feel like you're resonating a little too much.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying. And
I'm
yeah,
a
you're
little bit
100%. Yeah.
thinker at times, so I feel that, man. That's something I have to keep reteaching myself, not to get lost in my head.
You aren't your thoughts, though. You're just not. Like, because you could have bad thoughts about yourself. They're going to creep in all the time. You are not those things. You are the actions, the things that your soul, your spirit feels guided towards. To be honest, speeding just feeds my adrenaline. I mean, man, I'm not here to condone illegal activities, but as someone who is fortunate enough to drive an automobile that some would consider nice, I'd be lying to say that it isn't fun sometimes to put it in sport mode
We
and put
don't condone
top
speed
down.
racing. We don't condone speed racing and drag racing.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag spread the message. You already know. I didn't hear your answer, doggo. Well, you joined the stream too late, Gallo. So don't know what to tell you. But no, mine was just simply going to new places with the people I love, getting content. It's like I'm discovering a new part of me, the world, inspiration. So that's always been one for me. Conversation needs to be had at another live or in person. One love. For sure, man. I'll try and get other people on here as the weeks go by. Like I said, I'm going live every day. So we're trying to build this community up strong at its core. So if I keep seeing the same people in here every day, that's what I like. And then when the new people come in, we try and get them to really get on the music, get on what we're doing. So, and I'd love more than to talk with the people that support me and just simply just spread good messages. That's what me and Ashan are here to do. We're not here condoning BS. We're not trying to be gimmicks. We're not gimmicks. We're just wearing our heart on our sleeves, being vulnerable, sharing stories, and um, just trying to stand on something that we believe is morally right and encourage other people to do the same.
I'm bending it.
Um, I never said illegal. I live about 20 minutes from the Autobahn. I
You're
don't
not
know.
too far from the Autobahn.
Okay, I can go as fast as I want to legally. Well, I don't have that where I live, my friend. So, question for both of you. What is your favorite mix on one of your songs? Not your favorite song, but the one you think sonically sounds the best quality wise.
Cool question.
Um, I don't know, man. I don't
On
know.
on my collaborative album Casino Royale with S. Clive and I, Planet Pluto is easily one of the sonically best songs in my catalog, in my opinion. Yeah,
I would say recently M&M's, aka Gummy Bear Breath. Um, In a Galaxy of My Own is an old one, but that stands out. And this new song with this guy named Gallo, you might have heard of him, called Grenades.
Now you said Gallo. I
Yeah.
want to make sure we're talking about the right one. Like the rooster?
Like the rooster. I got a couple of chickens on my record, my boy. It's gonna be fire.
Both of those are bops. Good looks.
Chat, we need more of the chat today. What happened?
I'll never forget that shit.
Like the rooster. Yeah, it's tough for you, bud. It's gonna be tough for that search engine. He's gonna have to start. He might need to pay. Like, I don't even know, because that's just in Spanish. It's rooster, right? So you can't change a word that's so universally adopted.
No, you can't.
He's got to change his name to Olog and make it like, hashtag not the rooster. Like, just do it backwards. Whatever Gallo is backwards,
I
Olog. You
know.
know. And then, Olag, just reverse it on them. To be honest, still one of my favorite MV songs is Entropy. That's what's up, man. I made that after Mac Miller passed. That song's just all about living forever, growing forever. And thank you for listening, bro, and thank you for saying that. Oof, my computer needs to be charged here. Yeah.
Can you describe the feeling of being on stage performing? What's going through your mind? Oh, goodness. So I remember when I used to practice performing at the coffee house when I went to WestCon in Danbury. And that's pretty much an open mic night that happened every Thursday night starting at 8 p.m. Uh, Either you were the featuring act or you would sign up for the open mic. And that's before I had a lot of the performing experience I have today. Uh, at this point, I've performed. I've touched the same stage as the Baby, Pop Smoke, Jerry Springer. Back then, I was just right there with the student body, my colleagues and whatnot. And one feeling that would come to my like one emotion I'd feel throughout that process is nervous. I'd start off nervous, butterflies, a bunch of nerves going. Uh, and then I would take a moment. I can't lie. I would step outside and hit the spliff a couple times, and I would come back in, and I would convert those feelings of nervousness, anxiety, almost those anxious feelings, into action. I would turn it into it's about fucking time. I was able to hit the stage. Um, it's kind of like how a warrior would prepare themselves before battle. Uh, what's going through my mind is just this is what I've been waiting for, the opportunity to get on a stage and perform this for people. And it's it's surreal. It's surreal, man.
I heard in an interview the other day with Central C that he did on Vogue. Shout out to Central C, man. If you're seeing this live, MV rocks with you, and let's clap. But no, that's not what I was going to say. Central C was saying that a lot of artists get their high from performing. And he says it's indifferent to him. He doesn't get high or low. It's just he does it. He says he gets his highest high from just being alone writing music, which I thought was interesting. I think he is more of an introverted individual, but to hear him say that was just a uniquely fresh perspective from an artist of his magnitude.
Yeah.
So I'm going to clip this and I'm going to say for all the Central C fans and artists out there, we'll put that up on Tiki later, Tiki Talk. Can you wait? What happened to Mike? Oh, somebody asked, can you describe why trolls troll? What is the underlying motive? That's
Somebody. Whoever this wise guy is, but yeah, we'll answer the question. Can we I'd like to ask Gallo a question. Uh Gallo, what is your favorite music video of yours? I'd say I want to ask what's your most visually appealing music video available on YouTube right now that you have?
Bacon just asked if I remember his number one song by Mark Vinyls. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't, but I have a hunch. And he says, "Don't even say the song, just play it." So I'm gonna play it, and tell me if I'm right, and if I'm wrong, I've failed you.
A-
And failed.
Anyway, He winked.
I promise to take you to the most wonderful places on earth here.
Am I right or wrong?
I can take you in this creation.
He
Am I
winked.
right or wrong?
Loaded chips on the table, pour that soup with the ladle, spin that motherfucking dreidel. This so fatal, cause this Fiesta baby, Fiesta baby.
Yep, you got it.
Loaded chips on the table, pour that soup.
That's got to be right.
Let me holler at Gallo. He said his favorite visual of his, he said, ooh, I'd say nice guy. Because it's got
Yeah,
some
because Gallo's ex-girlfriend's in that video. Moving
short
along.
spot. Oh, what would you say?
Gallo's ex-girlfriend's in that video. That's why he's trying to recreate something, some acting as short film vibe. No, I remember that day. It was a cool. That day was a cool day.
Chill, Pookie.
No, 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 no.
But
Not bringing that. Not
I
bringing
want
that live.
to Gallo's acting skills though. Shout out to Rick Skyfall. You're a hell of an actor, Gallo, and I love watching your TikToks. I actually need to check out the Nice Guy music video if I haven't already. I didn't see it through and through, but I need to check that out because I like.
I didn't make many shots of that video because I was busy filming with the group of girls that were there. That Gallo, quite frankly, it's the song, the video. It's because he dated all of them and he ruined it. So look, like we're here to tell the truth on these lives and just share the stories. Oh, clip that. Clip that, man. It's a slow stream today, but you know what? Nonetheless, for the people that are in here, and you're getting to see more of our personalities. We want to connect with the fans, the audience members. Um, that's what we're here for. So, like I said, we're going live every day. We're coming up almost on the hour mark. So, chat. Let's get some closing questions, closing remarks. Bacon, it's been great to see you back in here. We had an Italian fan in here earlier, so shout out to Italy, my homeland, of course. Shout out to Gallo. Shout out to Chucho, if I'm saying that right. He was the artist in here asking questions and just standing on realness. And that's always welcomed in this community. And we had Gavin in here. And Bacon also donated. So we love Bacon for that. Ashon, closing remarks on this stream, and when are you getting on the next one?
Closing remarks for the stream. Thank you for having me, Mark Vinyls. Thank you for being here at Gallo, showing love, supporting your brothers. I miss you, man. I'll definitely be checking out Nice Guys soon, and let's keep living the dream, everybody. We're the authors of our own books. We're the songwriters of our own albums, and shit. Not every chapter we read, not every chapter in our lives gets read aloud. I got that one from old boy that was in the chat before. I really like that one. That's rocking with me. That stuck with me. Uh, I, I I plan on doing this stream once a week with you. So if it's not gonna be Truth Tuesday, it's gonna be Wisdom Wednesday.
And if you guys got suggestions for me and Ashon how we can make it better, maybe one time I'll come up to you, crack a couple coldies, go live for 2 hours, and just have a real blast. Um, Guys, we have this poll here, and normally I post them at the beginning. I figured out how to do it on here. Over the weekend, we had a record of 250 votes on one poll. We're gonna keep that in mind. So when we set these records, we're gonna do something special for y'all. But I don't want to fully end the stream until this poll is conclusive. So we really just need one more vote because we're tied. From the Mind and From the Soul is tied right now at 43%. From the Heart is Dunzo. It's at 14%. We need one vote on this poll to be conclusive, and I can't get off the stream until I know how my community operates as a person. So if you did
Funny.
just join,
It's
vote
funny.
on the poll.
Art up here, but I voted the mind.
You voted the mind. Yeah, so that's yep. And now it is conclusive to From the Soul. 8 votes. Thank you to everybody who joined today's live. My name is Mark Vinyls. There's three things you can count on: life, death, taxes, and me going live every day. So if you like today's stream, you want to see Sean again, more guests, simply consider subscribing to my channel, but also subscribe to his, which I posted earlier. We're doing this every day. We're not going to stop. As someone who coined the name Mr. Consistent, it's only right that I'm consistent every day. Some streams are going to hit home runs. Some might only be a single, but guess what? We're getting up to bat every day, people, because MV season is every season. Ashon, closing remarks. You have 15
Ow!
seconds.
Everybody,
Okay.
something to listen to while you're chilling, cooking, or doing whatever tonight. Look up Zesty by Ashon Voyage. And that was Zesty before the world got zesty, if you know what I'm talking about. You're going to see Mark Vinyls up there, Gallo as well. And check out some of our work. Subscribe to Mark Vinyls, subscribe to Ashon Voyage, subscribe to Vibes by Gallo right in the chat.
Your
Yeah.
new favorite artist going live every day. We're doing it here first for making history. MV season is every season until tomorrow's live. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And that's it.
Yeah.